This year we commemorate the koala, the last exhibition in the world. We are so lucky to have it here in our sector city, Port Macquarie Museum. It was given to us as a national present in 2080. That was 10 years ago, to celebrate the opening of the museum.
Okay, next is the exhibition of extinct animal species. Speaking of the koala, that's what we're going to learn about today.
We've been learning about koalas at school, but we've never seen one before.
Yeah, I'm really interested to find out about them.
A koala is an animal that went extinct in 2055, and it was a native animal of Australia.
Wow, that was 35 years ago.
Exactly. 35 years ago, the koalas became extinct due to chlamydia and dog attacks.
But they weren't the only two reasons koalas went extinct. There was also deforestation, leaving koalas vulnerable in dangerous locations. And car accidents, because the rising population along the eastern side of the country meant more people use cars, and that's where koalas lived.
I wish they had thought of solutions to save the koalas back then.
What would you do to save the koala?
They should have used a force field to protect the koala, like we do with our endangered animals.
Great idea, Chloe, but they didn't have the advanced technology that back then.
What exactly is chlamydia and deforestation?
Chlamydia is a disease that koalas can get from their mothers and also from stress. They get crossy eyes and can lose their eyesight. Their fur turns brown as an early indicator of the disease. Koalas were very stressed back in the old days because of all these problems mounting up against them.
And deforestation is when too many trees get cut down, including eucalyptus, their main source of food. So many koalas died because they had no food and no homes.
Oh, that's so sad. Did koalas ever live in old Port Macquarie?
Yes, they did. Before all of you were born, koalas were everywhere in Port Macquarie, running around the streets and climbing up trees. I think they even did a project at a local school. What was it called? Oh, that's right, Tacking Public. An old map shows up that they had plenty of gum trees that attracted the koalas into their playground.
The museum has an old film archive of many schools in Port Macquarie that were given the opportunity in 2019 to put together submissions to help educate the community on the perils facing the koala, but sadly some of them were lost.
I wish we had a time machine to save all those koalas. Oh look! Here's an antique copy of the Time Machine. It says that a machine was built to enable a character to travel back in time. What a coincidence. Here, have a look.
Hey, what's this?
Oh!
Whoa! Looks like some sort of secret room.
But what's that thing?
I'm not sure, let's go check it out.
Who goes there? Who are you? I am the eyes and the ears of the ancient koala protectors.
What are the ancient koala protectors?
I protect this portal, but a curse was placed on me when the koalas became extinct and made me a spirit without physical form.
How can we help you?
You must step inside the portal to go back in time to 1980 to help stop deforestation, then to travel to 2019 where student researchers are working hard to save the koala, then to 2030 to bring some of your technology to them to aid them in helping the koala. These groups need encouragement and direction to help the lost koalas. Use these time trackers to help you.
Okay guys, let's split up into groups and use the time trackers to help navigate those times.
I'm ready for an adventure. Come on. Well, it's worth a try. Let's go.
I don't want to stay here.
Here goes nothing.
Boy, this is hard. Yeah, tell me about it.
Save our trees. Save our trees. Save our trees. Save our trees.
Jeez, won't we ever stop? Don't they know we have enough trees?
Save our trees or we'll fall to our knees. Save the trees to put our animals at ease.
Save our trees. Save our trees. Save our trees. Save our trees.
What is all this noise?
We're protesting. You're cutting down our trees.
Yeah, your trees? I paid a lot of money for this land and you were trespassing.
Oh look, we're in the 1980s, it worked.
We agree with the strangely dressed people.
Who are you?
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Marley. We're from the future. We want to tell you about the koala. You need to stop cutting down trees. It's killing wildlife and especially the koala.
What? Just believe us.
Do you see these crows every day?
Are you sure you are from the future?
Of course we are.
Koalas went extinct in 2050. We want to save them so we can keep a special Australian animal alive.
What would you do to save the koala?
I never thought the koala would become extinct.
Well, they are. In addition, if you keep cutting down trees, they will become extinct much sooner.
It's the 1980s. Who cares about a stupid reptile?
It's not a stupid reptile, it's a marsupial and they're going extinct.
Who cares anyway?
We do.
We do too. Oh well, I've worked long and hard for this company and you are not going to take it away from me now.
Excuse me, I'm Bella.
And I'm Jackson.
We're here on official business. Your company, Triple B's Trees, is cutting down too many trees. Either you invest more money in replanting trees you cut down, or I will shut down your company personally.
But the money!
You'll still get the money.
This is deforestation. There are not any koalas in the future. They are losing their habitat in this era and losing their lives to cars running them over, dog attacks and starvation. They're extinct in our present time 2019. This must stop.
We don't want to be responsible for causing a native Australian animal to become extinct. I agree, we quit! We're going to join the hippies! Yeah! Why? You get the money! I paid you more than the others! We don't want to be responsible for causing a native Australian animal to become extinct.
I don't want that either.
Nobody does. So shut down your company. You could find somewhere else or replant the trees.
We agree. The State Forestry Department has the power for that.
Okay, I'm going to do everything I can to help habitat of this special Australian animal. What can I do to help? Let's start an advertising campaign to impact on the wider community so they start to care about our koalas. We could get the government to help us in this advertising campaign and they can also plant more trees to protect the established koala habitats.
Oh, that's a great idea, Bella and Jackson. Thank you for your time. Maybe we can use my supplies to help build koala-friendly habitats.
Thank you for your time. I'll head over to the government to help us make a start on this advertising campaign.
We will make sure that we always hold the government to their word. We will protest. We will protect every tree that needs our protection.
Brilliant. Hopefully our job here is done.
We want to save the koala so we can celebrate a native Australian animal.
Well look, the portal's back. Let's go, Molly.
Hello folks, and welcome to the Future Focused Learners channel. Today, our show will cover the issues facing our koalas.
Yes, and today we're going to be interviewing Tacking Point Public School's 5-6N who are in the middle of a project titled What Would You Do to Save the Koala?
The students will give you some background information on the problems facing our koalas.
Over to you, Hunter and Corey.
Thank you! We're at Tacking Point Public School. We're going to see how the students are going to tackle the issues facing our koalas through their project. Let's go hunt this info.
I found my first student. So tell me, what are you doing in your project? What would you do to save the koala?
Well, Corey, I read that the government has had pressure from the community and councils to make it a law that every tree that we cut down, we would plant another one because deforestation takes up a large percentage of why the koala's population is decreasing, and that needs to stop.
Wow, they have some passionate kids here at Tacking Point. I know they really want to do their best in helping the koala.
Hey look, here's a student. I can see she's doing some great research into her class project.
My name is Sophia and I'm trying to research the problems facing our koalas.
What problems are facing our koalas? What would you do to save the koala?
Koalas can suffer from many diseases such as chlamydia, conjunctivitis, pneumonia, retrovirus, and many more. To fix this issue, I would get all Australian governments and councils to build more koala hospitals and employ more koala vets. Something else I've learned through this project is that on Koala Island there is over 27,000 koalas that can't be affected by the diseases I mentioned earlier.
That's an extraordinary idea!
They are doing some great research for their project.
I'm Jess, and I'd like to share what I've learned through this project.
Okay, now what would you do to save the koala?
I would get the government to make it a law that if you have a dog, then you must get your dog specially trained to not harm koalas. The reason for this is that nowadays, dogs see a koala and feel threatened by it and decide to attack them. After the change, dogs will see a koala and leave it alone.
Excellent idea, Jess.
Look, we're 2019. Here we are. We're time traveling.
Hey, these two boys are snappy dresses. Maybe they want to have an interview. Now boys, do you want to have a say? Wait a minute. Are you children at this school?
No, we're not. What's this interview you're talking about?
We're involved in trying to figure out about the project Tacking Public School is involved in. How to save the koala. What would you do to save the koala?
Well, that's exactly why we're here. We've come to tell you that the koalas are extinct in our time, 2090.
What? Extinct? Future? You kids are talking crazy. And why are you lying about coming from the future? And where did you get these oddly styled clothes? They're in a material I've never seen before.
Well... Hold on. May we please take over this interview for a minute?
Well, it's actually my job to interview. You know what? Sure.
Thank you. Yes, as we said earlier, we are actually from the future and have come here to warn you that the koalas are extinct in our time, 2090. If you don't do something about it now, they'll become extinct much sooner.
They'll be gone forever, and in our time, most people don't even know what koalas are. The only place they exist is in a museum.
If this is true, what should we do?
You need to get the whole community to listen to you. Put pressure on the government and win this project so that we don't ever have to travel back in time again.
Please listen to what we have said. You need to help the koalas.
You mean we need to be koala smart? Maybe our viewers can ring our studio and offer ideas. It could be called, what would you do to save the koala?
Look, there's the portal. Let's go home.
Well, viewers, that was exciting. I think we've made TV history. The poll is lighting up. I know this will really help our cause. Today's children are tomorrow's leaders, and I know they really help our koalas.
Yeah, I know, right? What an inspiration to the people of Australia. Anyway, that's a wrap, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now!
Say
Hello, a koala just been run over. We need a vet ambulance. Come quick, we're on Luna Highway.
Good grief! Come on, quick!
I didn't mean to. I'm very sorry.
This is another tragic event. I've reported on many.
Well, this helpless koala has just been hit and is obviously in a critical condition. So many of our koalas get killed this way as we need the government to step up and build more of these facilities.
How will you recuperate him?
So we're going to take him back to the animal hospital, and once we're there, we'll do some tests, make sure he's in a stable state. Then if he fully recovers, we can release him into the wild, but that is unlikely.
Thank you for your time, Miss Georgina. And that's Bob Chawowski reporting to you live. And people out there, remember to take care of wildlife.
Whoa. Look over here. What's happening? We seem to have accidentally run over a poor koala. It blended in with the road. I couldn't see it.
Are you sure about that? Well, anyway, you could have easily prevented this by slowing down and concentrating on the road.
And now you have injured a poor, harmless koala. And if that doesn't kill him, stress may lead to chlamydia, and that will kill him for sure.
You all need to be more aware of surroundings so you can save our koalas.
Yes, exactly. We are from the future, and in our time, which is 2090, the koalas are extinct. They died out due to accidents, deforestation, and disease, like what just happened. All we have left is an exhibition in a museum. Is that really how you want your future and the koalas to be like?
Well, why don't we make the road a different shade of colour? I say the brighter the better. Pink even.
Well, that's another feasible idea. That would help our koalas stand out on the road. And, by the way, how do we know you're from the future?
Just trust us.
Don't you want to save our koalas from extinction? Oh, okay. I'll think of a way to fix this problem because too many koalas are being hit. I think I've got an idea. Let's go.
Okay.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Is there a head architect available to speak to?
Yes, she's free now.
Thank you.
Follow me.
Welcome. So what are you thinking about designing today?
Well, I had this idea about a developed outdoor medical enclosure to help save the koalas.
Well, we could call it Dome for short.
Yes, that would work well, and it would also help these vulnerable creatures. We need to establish domes wherever koalas live.
but it would have to be at least 73 hectares, because that's how big an average nature reserve is.
What a brilliant idea! Developed outdoor medical enclosures will be everywhere. I think our job here's done. Let's go back to our time and hope for the best.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh look, there's the portal. I'll have a few more ideas about the domes when I put them on the blueprint. Then we can submit the idea to the government. It's a great idea that will hopefully save the koalas.
Thank you so very much. This idea will most definitely save the koalas.
Look at this. Wow, this is incredible. We must send it off to the government.
Look, it's a letter from the government.
Yes. Good news, the government approved our blueprints. They said they will allocate funds so we can start building domes soon.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, go back here again. Whoa, that was so cool.
Did we actually just time travel back in time and save the koalas? Well, we definitely did time travel, but I'm not sure we did much to save the koalas.
Remember that dude in the secret room? He told us we would be able to save the koalas if we went through the portal.
Well, I guess he was wrong.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's that? I don't know. It looks like they're protesting.
I don't think they're protesting.
What are they doing then?
Looks like they're celebrating something. What could they possibly be celebrating? Wait, look, what's that big building over there? I'm not sure. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Excuse me, but what's everyone celebrating?
Well, the new koala dome has just opened, and they saved lots and lots of koalas. Oh, I guess we did help them. We made an impact on the wider community by communicating effective solutions, by suggesting feasible ideas, and through that, we made an impact on the wider community. Yay! Yay. Yes. Hey, this man looks like he knows a lot about it. Maybe we could ask him.
Excuse me, is this the Port Macquarie Koala Dome?
Yes, it is. The domes contain the koalas' native gum trees, which are all different in each dome. The dome protects the koalas from many threats that brought them close to extinction.
Hey, you sound exactly like that koala protector.
Well, you're very smart, boy, because that's exactly who I am.